Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Decor overlay is really bad because of the pipes and everything, and it's really bad because of this over here. So we kind of want to stay away from them because the decor for the wire is like horrible. But at the same time, I still want to have ventilation and air coming through everywhere. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go for mesh tiles, and I want to put some mesh tiles down here so that we've got a bit of air that comes up through there. Like that pipe in there, that's all in the way. I don't really want to get involved with that. So I'm going to put some mesh tiles in here. Now we've got gold amalgam right there. I'm actually going to decor plus 10%. Or with the copper. I'm going to have the gold amalgam, and I'm going to use that as these tiles in here. And it's going to go over on... I'll do 3 on this side. You know what? No, we'll do it like that. And like that. And yeah, I know that I've got the memorials in there. That's just going to be a memorial room. And I'll cancel those there like that, and then we'll go into the base, we'll go to tile, and I'm just gonna put a wall down here on each of these like this. I'm gonna leave that one down there. That one's just gonna stay open. I will add in mesh tile up here as well, so that can open up a bit and allow better flow of air coming right the way through this place. Then we're going to go with just a standard pneumatic door on each of these, like this. So there's a little bit of work for our dupes to go and do. We've got a load of big farms over here and scalding right there. Actually, we'll catch that in a minute. But that's basically here. Right, Ashcan right there is scalding. He's gone through here. This is going to end up causing us a lot of problems. So what we're going to do to counter that, because this ends up becoming a major problem, I already know this, is we will counter it by removing the ladder that comes through there. They're just going to change that over, and then they'll only go in here when they've absolutely got to. So we want to get that bit underway at the moment, and we want to get these builds underway and get them to go and do that. And there's very little oxygen in here at the minute. That is potentially a major problem, but that's another thing that we're also going to work on because, yeah, it's, well, we need to. We have to. We have got no choice. So, in here, I've already got a water sieve. That's outside of the base, and we're limited on the oxygen that we've got right there. So we want to move that sieve inside the base in here, if we can. That would be a rather good thing to go and do. There is another thing that we're going to have a problem with, and that's the amount of salty water. We've got little patches of salt water in here. There's not lots, but there is some. There's enough to cause us problems. So we're going to need to be able to deal with that salt water that's in here, and we're going to need to be able to move it. So we're going to want to go to plumbing. No, it's not. It'll be under refinement. We got water sieve right there, and then we've got desalinator there. Now the desalinator removes salt from brine or salt water producing water. Requires salt water or brine. I'm not sure if I can put a desalinator down and have water running through it. Just clean water without salt in it. That's the only thing I'm not sure about with that one. So we're going to build that one there. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to cancel that a second. I'm building that out of the wrong material. So let's go back to refinement in there. And there's our desalinator. I'll drop the desalinator. No, I'll put that one up there. Seriously. Seriously. Cancel that one. Let's try that third time lucky, shall we? Let's see if we can do this third time lucky. Refinement, desalinator, Build out a gold amalgam so that we've got an overheat temperature of plus 50 degrees. That's why I want to build it out of gold amalgam. And I'm going to put that one up there like that. I'm looking at this one. The requirements, effects, water, salt. Water, salt. That would be for brine. Heat. Right, I think it's going to be alright. We'll drop that one in there. And then I'll have a water sieve. And I'll drop that one down there like that. So what I'm hoping is that the dirty water goes in here. It goes through the water sieve. The salt water doesn't affect that one, I don't think. And then it will run up into that one. That's the plan. Whether this actually works or not, I don't know. We're going to find out. So that'll remove the dirt from the water, and then after that, it'll remove the salt. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go into plumbing, and I'm going to go to liquid pipe, and I'm just going to join those two together like that. They're already joined together, and then I've got those two to be built, and we've got our rooms over here. They're also being built, and they're being changed over. Now, they've got very little in the way of oxygen right now. I got 29 dupes right there. Building broken. I got flooding. I did send them up here on a little errand to go and change that over, which they'll need to do before the anti-entropy thermonullifier can actually be used again properly. And cooling is one of the major issues that we've got here in our base up here. So it is a big issue, cooling, and we're going to need to try to figure out different ways of introducing some better cooling than we've got right now. I've got plans for that as well. I've got all sorts of plans for all sorts of things. One thing is that the wheezeworts up here, quite frankly, they're just not really working. So I'm going to move them out of the steam room, and I'm going to use them somewhere else. But again, that's not going to happen quite yet. I need a supply of oxygen. To be able to do most of these things, we need a steady supply of oxygen coming in. Just going to pause things a second, and I'm going to go to furniture, and I'm going to go with the corner moldings right here, and those doors, they don't seem to like they're letting through the bad decor values that are coming in there. So maybe I need to do something different to the pneumatic doors. Maybe I need to have a solid door. I mean, I've not really looked at that at all. Decor value over here. Decor in here is terrible, and it's because of the wires in the background. The wires are the bits that do it. And then we've got some lovely decor in here that everybody likes and thinks is wonderful, and then it's really bad here. But if you look at that, there's a straight wall. It's with the mechanized airlock. So if I can have a mechanized airlock in there, that should help to compensate for any issues that we could have. And then these wires here, they're obviously making things look pretty bad in places. There's not a lot that we can do about that. So in order to be able to have them, I'm going to want to just change the power over. Some of this is new ideas that I've had since I was looking at like the different things that I've been doing, and some of it just kind of like makes a lot of sense to me. Right, that one limits the power flowing through 4 kilowatts. That is to 1,000 kilowatts. If we go into the base mechanized airlock, how much power does that use? Mechanized airlock. You click on it a minute. 120, that's fine. 120 watts. We can do that on one of these small power transformers right here. So I'm going to have a power transformer there. And because I've already got like really poor decor values over here anyway. So we will stick one of those in here. I'm going to pop it around that way. Like that. I'll then take heavy watt conductive wire. Decor is minus 20, radius 4 tiles. So is that one. This one here is minus 25. That one is minus 20. That one is decor. Doesn't say, there seems to be a neutral one. It's minus 25. And that's minus 5 for the small wire. So if I have the conductive wire, that works better. Anyway, I don't want the conductive wire just for a minute. I want this one right here. And that one just goes across there like that. And then it will join in to that one. I will then take conductive wire. And that's going to go out that side, and it's going to go up here like this, and then it's just going to go up in a line like that. Straight up there through those. So there's 3 of them at 120 watts. I'm wondering about doing some on this side as well. I don't think I will. I will leave that side for a minute. We'll leave it where it is, and we won't change that over. So I do want to just deconstruct the door right there, like that. So we'll get rid of those doors. We'll let them come back in, and they will get rid of the doors. They're also going to go and do those bits in there. So there goes one of the doors. Mechanized airlock. We will drop 1 and 2 and 3 in there, like that. So we've got some mechanized airlocks in here instead. I got a load of wires in here as well. We're delivering a load of gold amalgam into here. I've got various bits of that kicking around. So I've got the wires in here. That's been hooked up together. More wires down here. And I want to see the decor overlay once that starts working. Instantly shuts it down. That is fantastic. That's what I want. So I got some of them here working on the day shift and some of them working on the night shift. But it's getting rid of this big red mark, which is... that's what I'm after on this. That is what I'm after. You up here, steam temperature is too low. This, yeah, we generally just struggle with that one. So those 2 are built. This down here, this is built as well. This one I'm going to deconstruct you. You've got no power, apparently. You're switched off anyway. And then we will go to plumbing and the liquid pipes. We're going to dismantle those pipes there. And then we're going to go to power here. And I'm going to dismantle that wire going in that way. So that's all of those. We've got some orders there for things to be dismantled. The gas pump here, I want to enable that building. I've got gas building up in here. So you come on in. Turn that one on. That's fantastic. And out you go. And then that is going to pump over this way. And it's going to fire up the 2 natural gas generators over this side. And they can start being used. Now, something that I found out, some different techniques for things over here that are pretty cool. We got dirt in here, by the way. If you have slime and you expose it to steam and raise the temperature enough, it cooks it, turns it into dirt. And that's what's happened over there. And it's happened in a few places. Our hatches here, they're going to slowly get hungry. Basically, we're just going to leave them there until they starve to death. That's the plan there. May sound a little harsh, but it's ultimately going to be worth it. Now, what I've also got is 1, 2 there, 1, 2, yeah. I'm going to have this one. I'm going to have the mesh tile there. This particular mesh tile I'm going to build out of iron ore. And I'm going to run that across like that. And I'm going to run... well, that bit is just going to be on 3 high. No, it's not. I've got that iron ore going in there. Have the ladder down to here. That one kind of seems like it's in the wrong place. I guess it's not. I guess it can stay there without causing too much trouble. And then that one will be on a 4 like that. And then I can dig that out, dig that out, dig that out, and also dig out these bits over here, and then they'll also go and build in everything underneath. So there, I've now got the bits in there that I wanted. Then I'm going to go into furniture, corner molding down here. So we've got granite for building, which is decor plus 20%. Which is the best one. That's why I don't want to be using up any more granite with our farms that we've got, because I want to be using them a lot of granite for building with. And I'll go and take some crown molding, and we're going to run that along the top like this. Up here, and that's going to make that room a little bit more desirable still. I mean, this one in here, I'm kind of hoping that we don't have to do anything with that room. Printables are available. We've got some hatchling eggs. We've got cuisine, use machinery, morning attribute bonus. You're a binge eater as well, so we will take Bert right there. And we will go to skills in here. We will start him on his way towards exosuit training. I will also go through here and get everybody else doing whatever exosuit training that they can do. And then basically just helping out and doing other bits around the base that they can go and do wherever I think I can squeeze it in. So we've got exosuit training for you, and I've already got improved carrying. I'll do some digging as well. We'll get some more people doing digging as well as the carrying. Improved construction would probably be a good idea. So let's do a couple of those. And you in here, you've got that one, so you can have some hard digging. Now, we're starting to get into the rather low morale people, and I don't want morale getting too low. I've got to be a bit careful of that. So the other one is going to be the schedule, but right there, you're going to be on earlys and nights. So we've got 20 of them up here, and we've got, wait, 20? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 16 up there, which means we got 14 down here on the night shift. So we have 14 working at night, 16 working right through the day. That's a fairly even balance. I like that. I like that as a balance. So far, things are starting to look good. We've got various different bits coming in. We've got the crown molding, and we've got some digging going on over there. We've got this bit up here. I'm going to need them to mop that up so that the actual thingy starts working again, the anti-entropy thing. Not sure why it doesn't work when the water is, like, right down on the ground, but that is the way of it. That is how it is. In here, this is kind of the next bit that I want to do something with, and this one, I'm going to just change this around a little bit so that this room here is also part of everything in there. I think it would be better if I do it like that. So I'm going to have just a manual airlock, and I'm going to drop that one onto there. No, I'm not. Cancel that. I'm going to put insulated tile down there. So insulated tile, I built that out of the igneous rock. And I'll have a regular tile, and I'll drop it in onto that one. And then I will dig that one out there. Right. That's going below the level that they're supposed to be able to go, which means that we could end up getting a whole load. Yeah, see, they're coming out here without suits on, which is not a good idea. They should not be going out without any suits on. That is a dangerous thing to go and happen. And we need to cure that as rapidly as we possibly can. So I'm going to go and put a ladder in there. That is... I want the ladder built out of granite. I'll pop that one in there like that. Hopefully they'll go through and they'll dig this out pretty quickly. They have got a load of work up there that they're doing. So let's put that one tile there on a priority 9. And that one there on a priority 9. So that they go through and actually do that, and then we don't have anybody getting into any trouble. And that becomes part of the base. If we can have that as part of the base, that would be a lot better. Just save. Okay, they've delivered the granite and so on, so it's no longer a wall going out anywhere else. And boom, we're safe. Then I'll change that over. Mesh tile. Should I have a bit of wolframite? Might as well. It's the gold, the extra decor value does look pretty good in here. I'm going to change that over so that we've got gas will change and move round a bit on here. That might help. And, oops. I made a mistake there, didn't I? Plumbing. Pipe. Yeah, I chopped that pipe through, which I shouldn't have done. Pop that one in there. Right. If you come through, yeah, he's right next to the pipe, so it shouldn't take him. Oh, no, he's building that one. I was hoping someone had come through, like, really fast to go and build this pipe. They haven't. Ah, there we go. We're delivering in the granite. put that pipe in. Oh, really? Finish building the pipe. Right, okay, we've finished building the pipe. That's a good thing. So next, I want to go... Now, I want water to be running through here, but I'm not quite sure how to go and set that bit up. So we'll get back to that bit. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to take pipe over here, and I'm going to take liquid pipe, and that's going to come in from there. It's going to go in across here like this. Now, I'm going to want to put that on a liquid shut-off valve. So I'm going to put that liquid shut-off valve right there, so that it's able to go and be used. And there isn't anything else that I need to hook up to that, I don't think. As far as I know, there isn't anything else that I really need to put into that. So that one's going to go out onto there like that. And then this pipe is going to come over by one, and it's going to go up there, and it's going to go into that one. And it's going to come out of this one, it's going to go up, and it's going to go back across there, and it's going to go in there like that. And then this one is going to come out. So this would be clean water coming out of here, and desalinated water as well, in theory. That's what it should be. Alright, there shouldn't be any problems with that at all. So now I want a liquid pipe element sensor. That one right there. Overheat temperature plus 50 if I use gold. Or iron. I can use iron as well. Copper, overheat temperature plus 50. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what I use. I'll use the copper on here. And I want to put that sensor on that pipe right there. That's what I want. I want to pop that sensor onto that pipe right there. Now, I'll let them go and build this little concoction of stuff that we've got. I can also, while I'm waiting for them to come in and start doing that, we can have a look at the wiring over here and see. I've got 480 watts, that desalinator. That requires a lot of power. So I'm going to need to run that power down from that one, which means I need a heavy watt conductive joint plate. And that one's going to clasp onto, must be built in an unoccupied space. It can't go right there. It can't sort of marry over with those. So there's no point in having it. I'll just run a cable out. So we'll take a heavy watt conductive wire. We'll build that one... decor plus 50%. So if I go there, so that decor overheat, decor plus 20, decor plus 50. Right, gold is the best one to build it from, by the look of it. You will go out that way and down along the top and down into there. And then... Actually, no, that's not the best way to do it. We want to just back that up a little bit and go back in here, and then that one wants to do that. Over and join in there. A line coming out on that one, and I need to get a little bit of power down onto that one as well. I mean... No, I was going to say, there is one other option, but I've already decided to rule that one out. Because just the normal conductive wire there, that one... Oh, wait, that's 2 kilowatts. Right, and that's only 25. That's... Yeah, alright, hang on a minute. Hang on. Cancel all of that. Not that bit up there, no. Just cancel the bits that we've done so... Actually, yes, do cancel that. Cancel the whole lot. Right, I've got a whole lot that's been cancelled. New plan. I'm going to go with a large power transformer right here. That takes 200... It doesn't matter what I take on this one. I'm going to have the copper one. I'm just going to pop that one in right there. And I'm going to stick this one in here. So that's going to turn around there, and it can go right close to the edge just here. So then, if I go and take the power and have the heavy watt conductive wire, that one runs down into there. And we're scolding, and that is because I've got people over in this room here. which we're going to need them to avoid like the plague if we've got any chance of being able to keep this base running and keep everybody alive. This is where it's going to start to get a bit more difficult. It's why I'm spending a lot of time on pause at the moment. The conductive wire can be run through floors and stuff, and it's an awful lot less expensive as well. So I'm going to build it out of copper, and that one's going to come over there and run down behind the ladder. It's going to come over and join into here. This can take up to 2 kilowatts on this run, and that power transformer will allow up to 4 kilowatts to come out of it. So I don't actually want 4 kilowatts coming out. It will only need 2 kilowatts being drained off of it. But if we do it like this, it should work perfectly. So I'll put that one out down to there, and then I'll come out and hook you in there as well. And it's a lot less materials that we've just gone and used up to do that. I've also used copper for this rather than gold. So the gold, they'll go and put somewhere else. Except that I've also got plans for the gold. Stations, utilities, it'll be under oxygen generation. I want an electrolyzer, right? Oh no, that's gold amalgam that I want with that one. Right, electrolyzers. I can't put one there because there's a picture in the way. You can't put them on pictures, and you can't put them with the ladders there either. There's a ladder underneath it there. So I can put one electrolyzer there, and I can put one electrolyzer there. And that masterpiece is going to need to be deconstructed so that I can stick another electrolyzer in as well. Told you, I got big plans here for everything. It's a bit warm right here. That's probably not helping matters. It is a little bit toasty in this area, but most of that scalding that's going on is over here. It's going on in here. They're going into this storage bin down here, and this temperature in here is ridiculously high. Right, it's very hot in there, and we don't want it to be. Okay, so I've got those. I need to go and build another electrolyzer right there like that. That's 3 of those in there. I've got the pipes in here. That's a pipe in there. They've gone out and they've gone and built this one, the liquid pipe element sensor. So that one there, I'm going to have that one sensing polluted water, because that's what this one puts out, isn't it? This one puts out hot, polluted water. Auto input. Wait a minute. We want to go power. It'll tell me in here. Effects, power, heat, temperature. Pretty sure it's polluted water that one knocks out, isn't it? Not enough steam generator idle. 99%. Oh, wait. No, that's just regular water. It doesn't put polluted water out at all. It just puts normal water. So change you over, not polluted water. I don't want that one. I want you to be detecting water. So that's all we're detecting. It's just we're having an output signal, and that's going to be water on there. And then I'm going to go here into the automation. I'm going to take automation wire. And this automation wire, we're going to have gold on that. So it's got a high resistance on it, and I'm just going to run that one down the ladder, and it's going to go all the way down to here, and it's going to go to that valve. Is that the way that I want to do this? You in here, you will put a green signal when that one's reading. Yeah, that's actually what I want to do, right? It'll put a green signal when it's reading, and then when it's not reading that, it won't. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.